Okie dokes. I may or may not be fighting demons today, but that's nothing new. It's a V stream, what do you expect? So, where's my controller? Somebody must have eaten it. Which one of you ate it? Give me back my controller. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's in the drawer. Of course it's in the drawer. It's the only bloody place I ever put anything. Oh, hello. Okay. Loud noise in my ear. Totally not startling at all. Right, get that set up on there. Get that set up on there. Bop. Bop. Sorted. Anywhere else I can see any issues? No, we're looking good so far. Yippee! Isn't it a wonderful day? I'm presuming things are working just fine. First, hi Mamito. It appears you are first. I don't think anybody else is here today. Quiet stream. It's what I like. It's what I like. We love a bit of quietness. I have been meaning to play around with some of these settings at the minute. I'm having a bit of trouble recently with a couple of them, so slap that on like that. Hope that has a little bit of a nice effect for me. Whoa! You were scary. Diva, please, my ears. Diva, please. Do you know what? I think this is one of the first times I've done a Treppy stream, and I've had a good ping server. I'm celebrating. I'm happy. We've actually got good ping. It's a fun. What the bloody hell is that? What the fuck? Hello? What the fuck? What is this down there? What is that? What is that? Why is it so stumpy? It's so, like, disproportionate. It scared the fuck out of me. Oh, this person outfit's cute. I've got a nice outfit. It's so jolly that they get to use their break to play the game. Santa's giving the elves a break, guys. You heard it here first. The elves are playing Treppy on their break. I've been meaning to look into... What? Oh, guys, we escaped. Look, I'm goated. Is that my face? Just really loudly in the corner. Whoa. That was exciting. The elves must have to go back on duty now. Clearly, that's what that was. But yeah, so I've been meaning to look into more stuff in terms of the Twitch side of things. I haven't really got anything set up over there, but I know that apparently you can get, like sound redeems and stuff with donations. But I don't have anything set up on Twitch inside of money at all. Like, I don't know how to do any of it, so I'm gonna have to Google it. I might do that, you know, if we die, like, first in the game. I might just sort of, give us a little bit of a kind of I'll give you guys the spectate menu and I'll kind of do some googling in the background. You just hear my keyboard at like 100 decibels. I think I had something like this before. I don't remember. I took all my perks off to take a thumbnail screenshot and I forgot what perks I was even running. Also, hello. I'm okay. I'm living the dream. I'm getting back to being healthy slowly but surely. I'm doing better. Definitely doing better than I was. My face still hurts a little bit, but the swelling is definitely going down in my face. I'm not so, like, giant in the face now. Originally, I had, like, a very much... I can only compare it to, like, having a golf ball on my jaw. It's gone now. I'm doing better. I'm healing. Slowly but surely healing up. Doing better. The antibiotics are working. I'm on like day 4. The dentist actually said to me that like, oh, we usually only give 5 days, but I'm gonna give you 7, especially because it's gonna be like the Christmas holidays in the UK. Not everyone in the UK celebrates Christmas, but we sort of have like a period where like over when most people will celebrate Christmas, we kind of have like bank holiday. So you'll have a couple of days in which stores and like hospitals and stuff are like very minimal in terms of like opening times. So the bare basics of the country will be open. So you'll have like the emergency department will be open, and then you'll have like very few other bits of like stuff open. Usually it's just like life or death and necessities. So it'll be like wards will stay open, but like minimally staffed. For I think that goes from like the 23rd to like the 26th. And then you have a couple days back open, and then on the 30th, things start to shut down again until, like, the new year. But, yeah, I'm hoping... Obviously, I was given a lot more antibiotics than I should have been. I've been meaning to call the dentist, but I keep forgetting. I'm probably gonna have to ask my mum to do it, because I genuinely haven't got the memory capacity to remember. Like, I'll wake up and I'll be like, right, I'll phone in 5 minutes, and it will slip out of my mind, and I'll be like, oh, crap. I haven't phoned them, and I've done that twice in a row now, for 2 days. I've been meaning to phone them because I needed an appointment to get this sorted. Because the antibiotics are only temporary as a fix. But I haven't got the memory capacity. And I'm hoping that, like, I can just convince my mother to do it for me, because I'm not there in the head. And my mum doesn't seem to understand. She's like, well, you know, you're 20. And I'm like, yes, mother, I know. But I can't remember. See, the thing is, like, you wouldn't think my memory is so bad, but I quite literally am one of those people that if you don't remind me to eat, I just won't eat. I'm one of those. Like, I just genuinely forget. There's so many times that I've just not eaten, like, anything for, like, a good, like, 12 hours because I've just completely, like, forgotten. I don't know, it's hard to explain, obviously as well, because I take ADHD medication. That can suppress your appetite. And I didn't really notice it at first with the medication, but I am starting to notice that, like, hey, I'm just not hungry. What is this? But yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm hopefully, I can convince my mum to do it tomorrow, because I'm actually genuinely so cooked. If not, I'm gonna hope that I can wake up in time. Because I need to get this sorted. But yeah, you know. I'm glad that at least it's a Treppy stream today, so it's nice and quiet, nice and laid back, a little calm, a little, cozy stream to kind of start my week off the right way. You see, I was looking at doing, obviously I talked about this before in one of the other Treppy streams, but I was looking at doing a new stream series. I was obviously looking at doing a new stream series that I kind of talked about last week in Treppy streams. I've been using Treppy streams as like a sort of a teaser for, because obviously not many people are here, I can kind of talk a little bit more about, the stuff I'm doing on the channel without having it too, like, out there. So I obviously talked about having, a new Sunday stream. But I obviously didn't get around to that because I've just not been very well. I'm fighting my demons, bro. Did that not... Can I not... Ah, there we go. Never played this game. Honestly, it can be a little bit complex if you don't understand the concept of it, but I promise you, like, once you get into it, it's actually so fun. I know people struggle because it looks daunting, especially like if I pull up that menu, you're gonna be scared. But obviously, it looks so much worse than it is. It's generally something where you you kind of have to not let yourself be fooled by the massive sort of items. It's, yeah, it's not, like, as bad as it looks. Something like, I've not played Dandy's World, but I think Dandy's World is PvE. This is an ASIM. So this is a 1v9. So there's one player playing Slasher, and then there's 9 people playing, Survivor. But you're also scavenging for guns and stuff like that, so, like, I actually have, like, physical weapons I can shoot. So, yeah, it's not like a PvE, it's an actual PvP game. But it's really cool. There's also a whole perk system up here. But it definitely looks scarier than it is. But yeah, that is an actual player. Because, like, you wouldn't get, obviously, an AI that follows you to that level of extent. W parting gift. I am not equipping parting gift! Get out of here! Parting gift glazers, DNI. On God. Pipe bomb. I have not played the Shawarma game. I have not. Honestly, I haven't played a lot of stuff. Obviously I've been not very well recently, but I also just, like, don't really tend to dive too much into stuff. I like to stick to what I know. I'm the #1 crappy glazer. I've just seen Timmy post an announcement asking if he should do a Phasmophobia Christmas stream. I have decided I will be crashing that. I don't know when, but I will be invading, because I was thinking of doing the same thing. Hi. Hello! Welcome in. Welcome to Crazyville. I'm going slowly but surely insane. I have realised that. But yeah, as I kind of said earlier, I've been looking into doing more with the Twitch side of things. Obviously, Twitch wasn't my starting platform. And my Twitch is still really small. So I'm not too familiar with Twitch and the way things work on there. So I need to look into that a little bit more and kind of figure out how that kind of works. So it's really going to be a case of kind of trial and error over there. What is this? This is a game called Trepidation. It is a 1v9 asymmetrical, very fun game. I play it every Tuesday. Is it Dead by Daylight type? Yeah, it's an ASIM. The genre that Dead by Daylight falls under, it's called asymmetrical horror or asymmetrical survival, depending on, like, what type of game you're playing. Can you join? Yeah, absolutely. My joins are on. The server might be a little bit full, but the game's really underrated, so there's only usually ever one server open. If you want me to run you through the entirety of, like, how the game works, I'd be more than happy to do so. It looks really scary at first, but I promise you it's not. It's more so just kind of adjusting to the fact that it looks worse than it is, if that makes sense. Because you can notice, like, my toolbar down there with the crafting system. It looks really daunting, and it looks like it's going to be really difficult. But honestly, if you just kind of stick to the rule of use everything to, like survive, you'll be fine. Because there's vaults and wedges and stuff as well. So you can stick to kind of like the Dead by Daylight recipe in that sense, but you also have, like, guns and such. Obviously medkits, as well, which you'll know from Dead by Daylight. Similar concept, really, except they're craftable rather than just something you bring in. So instead of bringing stuff into the trial like you would in Dead by Daylight, you kind of gather stuff around the map and make your stuff instead. So it's kind of a really fun twist on the genre, and I do enjoy it. I've been playing it for years. I'm getting old now. Can you believe it? I'm approaching year 3 of Treppy gaming. If you're new to the game, buy parting gift. Pack it up, Logan. Be nice, be nice. Context, parting gift is a perk in which when you die permanently, you basically become a bomb. Turns your corpse into a bomb. It's great. New players. I like your model, by the way. Thank you. I had it designed by a really awesome person. Their name's Kit, and we kind of spoke about it. I kind of met them in, I kind of knew them anyway, like, briefly. Because we had a couple interactions on, like, different, like, voice chat games on Roblox. But, I saw that they were doing, like, models and stuff, and I was like, hey, you know, I want to inquire about this. And I obviously sent a couple of pictures of, like, my sonar. And it came to a point where they were, like, they unknowingly, like, kind of read my mind. And this model was born. It's amazing. I'm definitely going to reach out in future and look at some other outfits and bits, because it is, it's a half model, but it's got, like, it has the compatibility to have other outfits and such, if I wanted to, you know, switch things up. Which is really nice. I'm living for it. Am I streaming on YouTube too? Yes, I am. YouTube is the platform I started on. But, some people were talking about how they prefer the Twitch UI. So I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll put, my stream on both platforms so that people can sort of get to both. Because I don't mind if it splits the viewer count, because I'm here for fun. But it also helps with, like, you know, if people are more comfortable with one or another, then, you know, go for it. I don't mind. I'm not very good with Twitch. I don't know too much about it. I haven't even got donations or anything set up on there because I don't know how it works. I need to, like, figure it out. That's something I plan to do, like, during the stream. If I die early, I'm probably gonna get Googling on, like, some kind of ways to figure out, like, how Twitch works on a more, like, in-depth level. Because I don't really understand it. I don't know how to set the donations or anything up. Like, my YouTube has, like, the super chats and stuff. But I've heard that you can do, like, little sound bites and stuff on, Twitch. I've heard that you can do, like, little, like, redeem, sounds. So that, like, someone can redeem a sound effect mid-game. I've seen it on, like, TikTok and stuff, and I really want to do that because that sounds cool. I don't typically join YouTube streams because it's usually slop scams and stuff. No, yeah, that's completely fine, honestly. I mainly just do YouTube streams because I do videos, and I sort of something I'm used to. I've been doing YouTube for like 2-3 years now, but honestly, YouTube is full of slop scams. I entirely know what you mean by that. It is complete and utter slop on there. You'll wake up and you're like on YouTube and you'll be like, free Robux! Join me for free Robux! Giving out Robux! Donations! Donations! No. I don't want to. How's the presents coming along? Get out of here, Timmy. You're stinky. What happened to Dead by Daylight? This is Trepidation. It's not, Dead by Daylight, but it is the same genre, if that makes sense. So, it is an asymmetrical. I'm also playing it on controller. So if you're seeing something that looks a little strange, it's probably because I'm on controller. But yeah, no, it's a lot more complex. I mean, the crafting system says everything, really. Smoke bomb! Oh. Oh, I thought they were gonna leave me there. Pipe bomb! Oh, no, it didn't work. Wait, pipe bomb! Guys, 100% real, Kaisenat is giving free money right now. Guys, Kaisenat is giving you free money. You just need to go to this one gambling site and gamble away your life savings. Yeah, what else was I reading? Forsaken never update. Forsaken, honestly, that's why I kind of cover other games as well as Forsaken. Forsaken is something that doesn't update very often, but that's why I have, like, there's so much more out there than Forsaken, guys. Come on. You guys have got to get into the absolutely lovely Treppy. It's beautiful, it's stunning. Alright, I'm gonna get over here instead then. Yeah, so Treppy's a lot different. So the typical objectives kind of function similar to, I know a lot of people say that Dead by Daylight generators are quite similar to what some of the Treppy objectives are, but there is also the puzzle aspect of it. There was at one point times where during like the objective rework beta, the entirety of the objectives were puzzles, but unfortunately, like, it was just the rounds were dragging way too long, and it overall led to a bit of a problem. Why is your mic different in vids? Because I have a very lovely audio person that will make sure my audio sounds nice and beautiful for videos. We've been meaning to work on it from like a stream perspective, but I just haven't had the time right now. Where is this other person? I'm gonna wait for them. I don't want them to die. But yeah, my audio for videos is tweaked by my very lovely friend Rain. They make it sound beautiful, and they also do all the music stuff in the videos. So the music you hear in videos as well in the background, that's usually Rain's work. Rain's amazing. Honestly, Rain is very much a very talented person, and I admire them for that. Honestly, it's great. If they swing by at some point, you could probably ask them more questions. I'm not too clued up on audio stuff. I kind of leave it to them. I'm like, hey, I don't want to fuck this up. This is for you. This is for you to earn. I don't want to fuck it up. But yeah, the videos are tweaked. The silly dances in this game do make me giggle. Forsaken main. I don't have mains in Forsaken, I'm gonna be real. If you like questions, then yeah, go for it. I mean, I don't mind questions. Honestly, it's a very quiet stream when I do Treppy, so I'm here very much to answer like whatever you want to ask. This game has like 8 players, underrated. Oh, it is incredibly underrated. Treppy deserves more love, honestly. A lot of people avoid it because they'll sort of play one game, struggle because they don't really understand the sort of fundamentals of the game, and then they'll kind of rage quit and never come back because they think it's too difficult and unbalanced. But I think once you kind of understand the sort of the run of the game, it definitely can be, it necessarily isn't as bad as people say. I think as well, a big thing is obviously because it's such a small game, most of the players that play it are like people who play it like regularly. So, I mean, I've been playing it for a year. I'm not a very high level, but you know, there's people who are like level 600 and stuff, and those are mostly the people who play regularly. So unfortunately, it ends up with very much new players struggling against the sort of more advanced players. And because they don't understand the sort of gameplay loop, it falls into a bit of a detrimental kind of never-ending cycle. I think as well, a big thing that you kind of have to take into account as well is that the asym genre has been sort of plagued with like stamina slot games recently. So games with sort of less mechanics than what necessarily there would be. The totem things, okay, those are puzzles. So those are called side objectives. Basically how they work is they, you can complete them and it'll add a little bit of progress to the, you see the claim pages bar in the bottom? It'll add a little bit into there, and it'll also give you an item. What you want to do with the totems is you want to click 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be in Roman numerals. So, you want to do that. To exit it, you'll want to hit the same button as what you use to enter it. So I think it's E on keyboard and I think it's X on controller. And don't ask me about mobile, I think it's just a click button there. But yeah, you'll see, for example, the 1% in claim pages. That is from somebody doing a puzzle. So this is kind of like a beta that's on a couple of the maps right now. And it will work with, basically if you solve a puzzle, it adds a little bit of progress towards the objective bar. The big ones, they add quite a lot to the bar. So a combination obviously can kind of help you to get up to what you need for the switches to be powered, and then once you pull the switches, the gate's powered and you're out. But yeah, it's kind of sort of a balance, because when it was purely puzzles, I'm sure Timmy can vouch, it was taking ages for rounds to actually commence, because the puzzles would take people forever. Especially if it's like something more complex. There was a piano puzzle originally. If you go back on my YouTube channel, if you go back a year, there's a guide I did with the objectives. Back when it was puzzles only. And there was this piano, and you had to press the keys in the right order, and it puzzled everyone out. Nobody could understand it. So I had to make a guide, and I was like, hey guys, look, this is how this works, yada yada yada. And honestly, people were getting so confused, so it was just really good that, like, we're sort of working in a bit of a balance now. It's still enjoyable though, I really do love the sort of puzzle aspect. I'm hoping, one day it will definitely be sort of leaning into the puzzle aspect even more. I know Uzi was definitely talking about this before. I think there was a conversation, I don't know where it was, but it was something to do with each map's, like, exit having some sort of puzzle. So, like, you've seen the Backrooms map I was in. I was doing the sort of, like, the copying squares puzzle. I think there was probably going to be something similar to that eventually, but as I say, Uzi's on break at the moment, so yeah, key thing to actually remember for those that don't know is the game is made by one singular person. There is one guy that works on this entire game. Really impressive, really cool guy. Uzi's great. Really receptive to feedback, but obviously because it's one person, it's not like it takes quite a lot of time for certain bits and pieces to be sorted, and it takes well, not sorted because Uzi's really good with bug fixes, but obviously development takes time when it's one person. And yeah, it's just really underloved game. It deserves more love than it gets. That's why I stream it. I stream it every week without fail. Unless I'm sick, of course. Because I think it deserves a bit of love, and I'm here to give it love because I love Treppy. I don't know, it's just something that really keeps me, like, happy. Obviously also being somewhere that I started out with, like, YouTube stuff, it's definitely holds a special place in my heart. But yeah, you know. Ahem, why are you streaming without me? What do you mean streaming without you? I always stream solo unless I'm working with someone like Timmy. I think the only person I even collab with is Timmy. And even then, like, collabs are rare. Why did I get kicked off of that? That was weird. But yeah, if there's something you get stuck on, all you gotta do is ask. I'm more than welcome to, like, explain, like, these sort of things. I've been meaning to obviously make a Survivor guide, but, I don't know, because obviously there's part 2 of the Survivor rework supposed to release eventually, but I don't know what the content is and how much it's going to change as to whether or not I can push a guide now without having to redo it in a couple, like, months. Because I kind of want to keep it future-proofed, if that makes sense. It's the same way I'm working on a Forsaken guide right now. I'm kind of trying to make it future-proof. Because, I mean, I've done guide videos before, and every single time that I do them, they sort of age out. And I'd have to remake them every couple of months. So I'm trying to keep vague about the specific numbers and such, while still explaining the game well. But it's definitely something I've asked Uzi a couple of weeks ago. I asked Uzi a couple of weeks ago about how much the Survivor updates in the future would sort of mess with stuff. But I didn't really get a reply, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. And see where we end up in the future. But yeah, I definitely do want to kind of cover Treppy as a thing in the future because it's important to give it a bit of love. Yeah, definitely sort of deserves more than it has. I just think there's obviously that never-ending sort of cycle where people kind of struggle with it, don't understand the, like, logistical side of how the game functions, and then inevitably sort of rage quit because they believe it's unbalanced. Well, I disconnected. Oh goodness. It's a European server, this one, I believe. I think it's France. Don't quote me on it. But I think it's France. So if you're far from there, you will obviously struggle with a little bit of like internet trouble and such. But Treppy has very good hitboxes in comparison to other ASIN games that I've played on Roblox, and that's because they're client-sided. As far as I'm aware, they're very much optimized. Most games won't do that because they think that they're basically susceptible to hackers. But I argue that, like, it's, hackers will be hackers anyway, so, you know, it's not really... This isn't usually my cup of tea, but you're cool, so I'll give a follow and head out. No worries, thanks for showing up. I do all sorts of different stuff, so if you want to, like, swing by the Discord, you might be able to, like, keep up for other bits and pieces I plan to do. I got a lot in store for the next couple of weeks, hopefully, as my health, like, obviously gets back to its usual state. I can't say, obviously, perfect, because I do have, like, chronic illnesses, but I'm aiming to get back into my usual state of kind of work. I do have some additional stuff I do want to get on, but I do need to words. I do need to get sort of like a bit more of an optimized plan going. I have a plan. Join another time. No worries. I have a bit of a schedule at the moment where I do Fridays for Forsaken on Roblox. I do Tuesdays for Treppy, and I'm hoping to do Sundays in the future for another ASIN game. Join another time. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed either way. It won't work! Oh. Oh well. I guess I must have done them all. Hate the village puzzle. Always goose with my brain. I'm trying to remember what the village puzzle is. Which one is that? Next time we get a village, I'll try and explain it to you if you want. I'll have a look at it, and if I can remember which one it is, I probably have a weird way of sorting things. I suppose the benefit of being on the autism spectrum is I have my weird way of doing everything, and obviously it works with sort of like everything. I have my weird tips and tricks and different ways of looking at things, so I kind of end up having a bit of insight for people sometimes. Get how it works, I'm just dumb. No, it's okay. Honestly, I probably have a way of working around it that's like a little bit weird. I'm weird in the brain. And I think, you know, maybe like a different perspective might help you, I don't know. I'll try my best, like, if I can think of a way to kind of put it, I will definitely see what I can do for you. Like, obviously, funny in the brain. I somehow have like dumb proofing, like mental dumb proofing. I mean, if I can play Treppy and I have about 3 brain cells to spare on a good day, I'm sure you'll be okay. I'll definitely have to look into remembering which one it is though. Smoke bomb. I need to start using my stuff more. That's something I'm bad for. I need to start using it. I'm slowly getting into the hang of it though. I'm definitely getting into the hang of sort of using my stuff now on controller. Before it was definitely difficult because I wasn't used to the keybinds of the new crafting system. But as I sort of grow like more used to it, I'm slowly adjusting. I'm not... No. Dude. I thought so. I thought you might have been here. There we go. See? I'm clever, guys. Well, I want to be. Bosh. Okay, we got more craftables. Let's see. Generally people tend to be in that big main building. But I'm also gonna slap something here, I think. I'm starting to think maybe I am Treppy's #1 glazer. Maybe I'm just cooked. That's Wraith there, look, yeah, I can see it. You can sort of see Wraith's outline, obviously, with this, so it's good to kind of keep your eyes open. And that should be all of them. Now it'll be a case of gate, if I'm right. Let's have a look. Yeah, it should be gate now. What am I missing for the... I'm missing a chem ball. Right, okay. Oh. Oh, there we go. Right, okay. That's fine. Did we time out? Let me have a look. I'm just gonna quickly grab a screenshot of something. Do. Where is this? I'm looking for this. $225 from that? So rich. Me too, twin. I'm like stacked right now. Oh my god. Ow. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at something there real quick. Where was I? Right, okay, let's... the metal scrap tweaking out. Right, let's grab all those and get on here. I want to change this build. I don't think I can, like... I can't just reset myself, though, so I need to, like... wait until I die, I suppose. I need to remember that, because I keep forgetting. That's my #1, like, bane of my existence, is my memory is just absolutely shocking. I usually have to have somebody at the chat streets, like, screaming at me for me to remember something simple. I am cooked. I am but cooked in the brain. It would help if I hit the skill check correctly. Why does that look funny? Hmm. Server hopping. Oh yeah, I'm awful for that, honestly. I need to start doing like reminders and stuff. Because I know that I'm really bad for that. I'm gonna try and start, I think my plan going forward for that is I'm gonna start wearing my watch. and I can start doing 30-minute timers on my watch, because it's an Apple Watch, so I'll just hit like the 30-minute button, and I'll get it to ping at me instead. And I will not let it stop pinging until I've actually hopped. I do need to start wearing my Apple Watch more in general though. I used to wear it daily, but I sort of stopped when I'm not going out. But my Apple Watch runs my heart rate tracker. I need to know what my heart rate is doing because I have a condition called POTS. And if I stand up too quick, I can just like wipe myself out. So, bad habits with V. Man, I gotta stop doing this kind of stuff. I'm really bad. But yeah, no, I absolutely have like a sort of, do you know what? I said I was going to use Trappy streams to kind of, like, as a sort of teaser place, because I mean, at the minute, it says I've got 4 concurrent viewers, so I mean, I'm not really leaking the plans too much, because I doubt you guys are going to go back and... Do you know what? I will tell you guys what I'm planning for the future, on the condition that you guys don't go and rat me out to, like, the Discord. Don't go rat me out to the Vhive, and I'll tell you the future plans. Well, these are work in progress plans, they're not confirmed yet. Very much work in progress. But if I catch you guys ratting it in the Discord and spoiling it for everyone else, then I'm just gonna obviously like delete your messages and just kind of stop doing it. But we'll do it once as a sort of test run. So, recent thought process between me, myself, and the couple of people I kind of discussed the channel plans with, is I've been thinking of doing sort of a festive stream week. So, as sort of like a countdown to Christmas. I mean, I'm not somebody who celebrates Christmas in the religious sense because I'm not religious, but we do have a sort of, in my family, we've sort of taken Christmas, completely flipped it on its head, and reworked it. So, I'm as the countdown to that, I kind of want to do like a sort of stream week. Where, obviously I'll have to have a couple break days because I will need to nap like crazy. My energy I'll be really low on energy should I, you know, carry through with something like that. But I do think that it'd be quite fun to play a couple of festive games and a couple of different bits and pieces with like events and such. I've been really meaning to get back into Dead by Daylight. That is something I do like desperately need to do. Other than that, I've got bits. I want to do Phasmophobia. I know Timmy is planning to do it, so I might group up with Timmy and plot some evil Phasmophobia Christmas event stuff. More likely known as I'm gonna crash Timmy's stream, grab the, what do you call them? The tarot cards, gamble my life away, and face the consequences. True V-gaming is grabbing every cursed object I see. I'm sure Timmy will be able to confirm that every year without fail, if we play Phasmophobia, I'm in there with the cursed objects and I'm gambling in the cupboard. Same with Demonologist as well. But I also have I have a couple of like older videos that I've been meaning to post that I just haven't recorded. Well, I've recorded them and they're fully edited, I just haven't posted them yet. So that's been fun. Let me think. So I've got one video that I've got completely recorded and I haven't posted. No, it was months ago I recorded it. I have another one where I, have the script completely done. Or I have the script half done. I have one side of the script done, I need to finish the other side. And then I can record that and hammer that out really quickly. Other than that, I'm stinky. I'm not gonna take criticism from somebody called Rythan. Get out of here, Rythan. Get out of here, bro. Stinky, stinky, stinky. I'm Rythan #1 hater. On God. For realsies. Right, let's grab a Molotov. This person's doing the switch, which is fine. You good? Okay, you good? Okay. Person's healing. Blimey, where'd they go? Okay, sorted. There we go. Give me my gun. And we'll get out of here. That's alright. I haven't died too much in this. It's been a sorted game, really. Blimey, the screen shake is detrimental. Ah, it is really, really detrimental, isn't it? Okay, right. I do want to get that silver bullets value. I think I'm going to swap this build out though because I've not been using it like adequately. I've not been getting enough value for it to be like justifiable. I'll probably go back to running one of my like objective like speedrun builds. Somebody dropped a gun down here. Slash is stunned. I may as well just go out then. There's no point in really sticking around to get another stun. I'd rather just get out and be gone. Right, okay, I want this, and I'm gonna hit this button. Happy 100 followers on Twitch, by the way. Oh, hell yeah! Yay, we got 100 on Twitch. That's lovely. Okay, that's great. I'll celebrate that later. Let me quickly write some stuff down that I need to look into. Okay, I also need to look into... But yeah, hell yeah. Okay, right, builds. I need to remember this. Builds, let me out. Okay, cool. We're gonna quickly speedrun this. So I want Harvester. Harvester is the one that gives you healing, right? Yeah, okay. Hear me out. That's the combo. I think that'll work nicely. It captures all the big chunks of what I kind of want to hit. So, perfect. Yeah, so obviously I think this week I'm gonna trial Sunday. So I'm gonna see how the Sunday stream, as an addition to the schedule, would treat me. We'll see how my health kind of behaves with that. And, you know, if it works, then it's another great addition to the sort of weekly streams. But I do have, obviously, the additional list. I need to rework a couple bits and pieces of that, but I'm overall hoping to get that sorted. I was thinking about maybe doing a shuffle with Sundays, so I do Dead by Daylight one week, and then the other game that I'm planning to do the next week, and sort of kind of mix and match that. But I think it'll be a case of we sort of see where I am. Obviously my weeks get quite busy as well, especially like when my health sort of starts to play up. So we'll definitely have to see. I'm not trying to overwork myself too much, because the second I set my illnesses off beyond a certain point, they will start to kick my ass and I will face the consequences. The consequences being, pain and inability to move. Wow, doesn't sound like fun. But no, it's really sucky to be fair. Let me go get this healy. Yay! Somebody get that dog. Somebody come get your dog, bro. I can't craft that. I can't craft that until I have adequate stuff. And I definitely have nowhere near enough right now for anything like that. That's the thing about controllers, I can't craft anything while on the move unless I already have a copy of it in my inventory. Because I would have to get the controller cursor out, and the controller cursor will lock you in place for a certain amount of time. Let's see if I can get it. Oh! Man. Yeah, that's what happens to you, basically. Right, okay, I have my list of bits and pieces to look into. I also wanna, Right, there we go, I have another bit on my list. Does anybody remember anything I've been saying recently that I'm gonna do and I haven't done yet? Because if there's something you can remember that I'm forgetting, I'll absolutely put it on my to-do list for tonight. I'm gonna have some caffeine later tonight and I'm going to absolutely hammer out this list. Oh, speaking of things to have, I'm gonna have an antibiotic right now. I just realised I haven't had one yet. What do you think? I've had one today. Right, I'll have a second one now. Prowler isn't so bad, I think, as long as you kind of watch what you're doing. Let's have another one of those. Right, there we go. And then I can take the third one before bed. For context of those that don't know, I'm a dumbass. And I thought it would be a great idea when I woke up with toothache one morning to say, it'll go away eventually. Left it 2 days, woke up in the most excruciating pain, and it spread across my entire jaw and up into my ear, and I have a massive golf ball sized swollen like bump where the lymph node in my jaw is. Turns out I have an infection in the root of my tooth that I ignored for days and didn't seek treatment for, and I've basically fucked myself over with it. It's going down now, the swelling on my jaw and stuff, and the pain's gone. But I was in a good, like, taking all of my medications and additional painkillers, and I was still bawling my eyes out. So, yeah, moral of the story, if you think something is wrong, don't leave it, please. That hurts so bad. It's starting to finally swell down now, my jaw doesn't look so fat anymore. But there is a lymph node right under your jaw. If you, like, put your thumb to your chin, and then just stretch your, like, index finger out, there's sort of like a lymph node in that bit where your jaw starts to go up. So, yeah, that was fun. Hi, it's me. Hi, welcome in. Welcome to Crazyville. I'm yapping about my ever stupid decisions, as always. I'm also currently making a to-do list of things I've got to do tonight. I'm gonna be up late trying to work on the entire channel. You know, messing with all different bits and pieces for sort of like streaming and that sort of stuff. I'm looking to optimize some bits and pieces. Oh my god, hello. What happened to hi? How are you? Why is that not equipped? Dude. Why you no remember me? I do remember you. I've seen you a couple of times here now. You've got the like ominous like reddish pink name. I've seen you before. I don't know what to call you, but I have seen you before. I'm not that bad, Christ. Why does everyone think my memory is terrible? I mean, to be fair, it is. To-do list. I've got Twitch donations and stuff, Twitch bots and stuff, so I need to look into that side of stuff because I don't know too much about Twitch at all. The aforementioned stream, like, week I want to do. I'm also going to schedule the routine Sunday stuff. And then I've got another surprise that I'm planning on working on. But I definitely think I'm going to keep that a secret for now. I think I might tease that to the boosters. The Discord server boosters. They get first, like, sort of looks into, like, videos and stuff, but I think I'm also going to tease them when I'm, like, working on, like, new stuff behind the scenes. So this isn't a video or anything that I'm working on, but this is something completely different for the channel. I got another thing I'm gonna add to this. Hang on. Tuesday, yep, welcome to Tuesday, it's Trepidation Tuesday. How are you guys doing? Medical perks. Okay, for medical perks, this is sort of my general healing build. You'll kind of see it in the top corner. I usually run something like medic, and then I'll run We're All Gonna Make It. But you can run something such as... let me think. Blood Offering can be quite good if you want to try and get around quick. So if you want to sort of sneak in behind recent, like, kills, you can use Blood Offering to kind of sneak around and grab that quick, like, heal. Other options, I suppose, would be, well, I guess we can go back to the lobby and have a look. Hey, what a great timing. Okay, right, so, usual ones I'll put in a healing build. So I will put something like Blood Offering as for mobility purposes. But you could put something like Solace in there if you want to work on sort of like a team thing. Self-mend can be good if you've got a single point left to spend and you're running something like Medic and, like, We're All Gonna Make It. Self-mend can be a really good opportunity. Lone Wolf is another one that does have healing benefits as far as I'm aware. I don't know if they changed that. Yeah, no, healing speed is a part of Lone Wolf. It depends really what you kind of want to do. I usually do a bit of a combo, so I'll put Harvester in there as well, because that helps you heal yourself. But it also gives you objective speed. Strong Bonds is another one that if you're working as a group, you can use that to your advantage. Selfless, I mean, I guess, I don't know, Selfless isn't one that I very much get use out of, but some people do. Gentle Care is another one that if you've got, like, a single slot, you can very much use that to your advantage. Other than that, though, I wouldn't really necessarily know. Mutual Reassurance, that's sort of something, like, you'd use if somebody else is running sort of, like, Guardian or something. But other than that, it's sort of just... I'd like to stick to my Medic. Medic's a classic. Medic is pretty good. You can always... Obviously, We're All Gonna Make It also can be quite good. Because that's information and it's healing speed. Other than that, it's sort of just kind of building it around how you kind of play. You can always do a bit of a combo build as well and put gens in there. So you could do, like, Medic, and then you could maybe do, like, Inspire and Strong Bonds at the same time. Because that would obviously stack up your speeds. Or you can do something like Lone Wolf and then, like, Technician. It's sort of a case of what works for you. Parting Gift too. Fair enough. I mean, honestly, you don't necessarily need Parting Gift. Parting Gift is sort of weak, realistically, if you're a more seasoned player. But yeah, I usually use We're All Gonna Make It in Medic. I think that's my favorite combo. But yeah, it depends. If you're going for mobility, Blood Offering's your go-to. If you're going for more generic healing, or you want to go for, like, gens and objectives, then maybe something like Strong Bonds, Inspire, Medic. Lone Wolf is a good all-rounder if you're somebody that works a lot solo. Which, I mean, people avoid me like the plague, so works out well for me, really. My bad, I'm back. No worries, welcome back. I am just currently... I'll put you guys on the spectate menu real quick. Oh, it's stinky. That explains why we're all getting absolutely shredded. Let me make a list down here. I need a different list. Let me make a new one. I'm looking for like a... Okay, here's an interesting question for you all. If I were to get additional outfits for my model, what would you guys want to see? I have a couple ideas in my head, but I'd like to know what other people would like to see. I'm looking to do more generalized stuff, so something that can fit an entire genre, or something like that. But, you know, I'm here to, like, hear options if you've got ideas, or if there's, like, a toggle as well you'd like to see. Green alien, you know what? That's kind of funny. I like that. I'm trying to think, because I want to go and get some more outfits made eventually. That's like, no, there's no way that I'm going to get anything sort of like soonish. Because things take time, you know? I commission like a lot of stuff. But I think it'd definitely be cool to have something. Just for like different bits and pieces of outfits. I'm trying to look like... I have a couple ideas. 5,000 bumblebees. I'm sort of trying to think. Oh wow, okay, I haven't played Prowler in a hot minute by the way, so we're gonna give this a go today and see how it works. Oh my god, hello. I'm being shot. No! This is worse than Maniac. My goodness. Debuffed at- what the fuck does that mean, debuffed at birth, bro? Let me see. So... Somebody just opened a chest here. Give that a good smack in. What the bloody hell? Why is everyone here? Man, I'm fighting demons. Right, 2 down. And the third one here. Right, cool, let's go and smack this. Yeah, so smacking generators basically decreases the progress of them. It is important to kind of smack them so that you don't find yourself in a situation where they are progressing far too quickly. Nice. Okay, I got another hit there. I wish Prowler could lunge over vaults. I think that would be so cool. I can imagine how much that would suck to face, though. I have no idea what the fox says at the end of the day. That's sent me back about 10 years. Survivor downed. Nice. Guys, are you proud of me? I'm winning. Oh man, nobody here. Somebody's definitely downstairs though. Nice, okay. I'm gonna go upstairs, I think. Someone was up here before. Right, we'll see. Nice! Oh my god. I'm bloody getting hits left and right here today. Oh, I'm stunned. Let me see. Where's... Sorry, my iPad like wouldn't snap the pen back on. Apple pencils are evil. Honestly, sometimes they're great, don't get me wrong. But why do they just not snap back onto the magnet they're supposed to snap on? That's something I have so much trouble with all the time. They just don't snap back. They're supposed to snap onto the top of the iPad, and they just don't. To be fair, I think I need to get a new Apple Pencil. I'm starting to think that maybe mine getting, like, my iPad's getting old. It's really served me well, don't get me wrong. My iPad has absolutely served me well. I've had this iPad since before I started college. So, it's a 2020 model, but I got it 2021? Yeah, 2021. 2022. No, it was 2021 because, I didn't do my college in 2022 because I was in hospital. Yes, that's right. Oh, that lunged a little early. I played Grace before on stream. You guys, honestly, if you guys want to see something, I would really recommend checking out the Viewer Suggestion series that I've done. It is a stream series I've done previously, and I've played an entirety of ASIM games on there. Yeah, people, not even just ASIMs, I played so many different games. We played everything from randomly generated droids to Grace. I think we also played a bunch of other weird, like, Sonic games, and we played other pieces like that as well. There has been over 40 games listed in that series that people regularly come in their chat and ask me for, and I have played them all. Piggy I don't think is on there because I'm not a fan of Piggy. I've played it in the past and it really just pissed me off. I didn't like it. Piggy. Leave my accent alone, okay? My accent is fine. Okay? Look, it's not as unintelligible as it could be. It can get way worse, so I think we should both be nice. Or I'll start talking full-blown northerner. You're not careful. But yeah, I'm looking at outfit inspo for like new outfits for my model. I do need to pull up my Pinterest for that because I have a variety of different like ideas, but I just don't know how to kind of. I'm gonna put together like a mood board of different outfits I want to make, or will get made. I don't make them myself. I'm not an artist in any shape or form because I'm bloody terrible at it. I leave it to the professionals. I said that before, I didn't mean to. No, you're fine, you're fine. I'm used to... Was there a live on Sunday? No, there wasn't. I wasn't very well still. So, Saturday was when I got my antibiotics, and I did the Forsaken stream, but I overdid it on the Saturday, and I was way too unwell on the Sunday. Do helpful teammates exist in Trepidation? Yes, but only when I'm playing Slasher for some bloody reason. The second I start playing Slasher, everybody's all of a sudden really coordinated. But yeah, no, I do plan to keep up with the Sunday stream next week, because I'm hoping that I'm going to be healed up by then, because I'll have finished my medicine, of course. Yeah, so as soon as I, by next Sunday I'll have finished my antibiotics, and I should be... I had antibiotics because I have an infection in my jaw. So... You indeed- well, yeah, I nearly did, because if I'd have I left the infection untreated for far too long. If I'd have left it any longer, I would have probably gotten something like sepsis. I left it untreated for 4 days. Which, it was an infection in my jawbone. Visible on an x-ray, so... yeah, it was pretty gnarly. I sent the x-ray picture actually to the Beehive Discord. You're as dumb as me. Well, not necessarily. What it is, so I have a condition called fibromyalgia. This is something I have naturally anyway. I was born with this. It's something I've always kind of had. But the fibromyalgia basically causes you nerve pain. And I take a lot of various, obviously, like, pain medications to try and ease it. But sadly, you know, it's just something I've got to kind of live with. Every time I start moving, my bones hurt. If I go, like, on a 5-minute walk, I will start to be in quite a bit of pain because my hips just will start to, like, pop out. It feels like my hips are out of place. I suspect they could be, like, subluxing, which is, like, a partial dislocation, but not, like, properly. But I honestly don't know. But I do have a lot of trouble with my bones and pain. So I thought, oh, maybe my nerve disorder is just making my, like, face worse. Yeah, no. Spoiler alert, there is an infection in my jaw. My jaw does not look very nice right now. Well, no, my jaw's fine. It's visually fine. It's just, I had a filling last year and I think obviously it's gone bad. Do you like cheese? Yes, I do. I had an omelette this morning with mozzarella and chorizo. So yeah, very much like cheese. Probably could make you a tier list on cheese. I'm somebody that eats their fair share. Slider killed, perfect. Can I uppercut you? No, because that would hurt, bro. Unless you want me crying on stream. I don't know what you're aiming to achieve with that. My jaw isn't okay still, no. I still do have an inflamed lymph node on the left side. Yeah, my lymph node is still swollen. I had originally a massive golf ball on my face. Not literally, of course. It was more so you couldn't necessarily see it, but you could bloody feel it. Do you know what I mean when I say like it kind of blended in? Because it was right on the crease. But you could definitely feel it. If you were to grab my jawbone, you would definitely feel it. If you cry, do you think chat would comfort you? No, they'd probably dig into me. I'd just be bullied. You guys are so mean to me. Survivor killed. There we go. One more person. Okay, there we go. Ah! Ah! Get that off, get off. Go, 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 go. There we go. Okay, so, some kind of, let me think, I want a... Right, okay, let me see. Sorry, if you catch me looking, like that, what it'll be is I'm looking down at my, my iPad on my knee. I'm writing notes, because I'm currently trying to, at the minute, as I kind of said earlier, I want to plan out some more outfits for my model. So I'm gonna, I'm taking notes on different ideas that I have for that. And, you know, I'm plotting out different sort of themes that I'd like to see. So if there's something you guys want to see in terms of outfits and stuff, let me know and I will sort of like put that on my list. I very much recently finally got my AdSense money through after a couple months of having to wait to get the minimum payment threshold. Lose your arms in the back rooms? Yes. My hamster died like 2 years ago. Aww. Getting another one tomorrow. At least you get another one tomorrow. You can kind of... Realistically, if you think about it, you can tell your new hamster about your old hamster. And kind of, you know, revisit those happy memories. I've got plenty of pets. I do not need any more. So you're gonna lose your legs in the pool rooms? Oh, hell nah. Hamster died on my birthday. Oh, that's gotta be gutting. I got more than enough pets at the minute. I'm sick and tired of evil bunnies biting me. To be fair, no, my bunnies won't bite you unless you, like, sort of threaten them. Unless, the one exception to that rule is if you don't pet them enough. And if you ignore their previous attempts to get you to pet them, they will, like, I don't know how to explain it other than they'll kind of, like, graze their teeth across your hand in a threatening way. They won't bite down, but they'll sort of just graze their teeth across in a sort of, like, I will do it kind of way. They are evil. Yeah, the bunnies live for nothing more than being pet. They go num num num. They usually won't bite, but if you don't pet them and you ignore their attempts to get you to pet them, then they will sort of like threaten you. They'll sort of threaten to bite you, if that makes sense. They sort of have like a series of different attempts that they'll go through to try and get you to like pet them. But if all else fails, they'll kind of threaten you with their teeth. So first it will be like a headbutt. They'll kind of nudge their head into your hand. And they'll try and like ram their head under your hand. If you're, for example, if you're sat on the floor with your like hand behind you supporting you, then they'll kind of try and ram their head under your hand. If that doesn't work, then they will sort of like start licking your hand. In a sort of like, I clean you, you pet me now. They're sort of like trying to buy your attention. And if that doesn't work, they'll sort of like run their teeth along your hand and they're sort of like, pet me now. They think they're the boss of the house and it's so funny. They're just very funny creatures. Is that an RPG? Yeah, it will be. So just pet them, I do. But when you've been sat there for the past hour and your legs are going numb and you need to move, then it gets to a point, man. I don't wanna pet them no more. I try and leave after an hour of petting them and they would be like, no, come back, human. You exist solely to feed me veggies and pet me. They are truly evil creatures. The gluttony is unmatched. I find it very funny. I don't have any videos or anything of it to show you, but sometimes they have this bunny-shaped plate we got them at like Easter, and that's kind of what they eat their food on in the living room. Instead of having like a traditional bowl, they just had this like plastic bunny plate, and they'll sort of eat their food on it. But sometime through the day, Remy will be like hungry and he'll go up to the plate and he'll start like tipping it. He'll put his two front paws on the edge of the plate and he'll start tipping it up and then licking like the dust of the like food, and it's really funny. Because they sort of eat like a dry food, similar to like what a dog has, and then they also have like veggies on top and like fruits and stuff. But it's so funny because like, bro, you're tipping the plate as if to say feed me. Calm down. But at the minute as well, because the Christmas tree is obviously up, we have like a big like Christmas tree, just with kind of like little mementos of the family and stuff. So my mum has like each of our names on the Christmas tree. She has a bauble for my late grandfather. She has a bauble of like where my brother is, because my brother's Navy. She has some like Navy bauble. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's some Navy bauble. And she has like other bits and bobs on the tree. And for some reason the rabbits seem to think that the baubles are there for them to play with. And so what they do is they kind of headbutt their way into the baubles. And they kind of hit them with their noses and like watch them bounce back and forth. It's really funny. They're just so silly. Silly creatures. That sounds like it's on this side. It is on this side. See, I've only got one headphone on and I'm still hearing well. I deserve a sweet treat. But yeah, you know, I live for a good silly interaction. But yeah, they're very silly. Rabbits seem to lack basic brain cells. It is comedic. It's really funny. We're gonna get a pipe bomb out. No more boom boom. I don't think I have the materials to craft more ammo. Yeah, no, I need more rust, I think. Oh my god, look at all this bloody metal scrap! Where's my rust? How much do you think I gotta pay to convince Uzi to give me more rust in this economy of pure metal scrap? Can I not just like rust the metal scrap? Can I not just cover it in like something that rust it? Can I rust it up? I need that rusty scrap, please. Oh, there we go. I see one. I see one. Alright, I'm gonna tap this just so I get more benefits to my perks. I have a single rocket. We're back in business, gamers. Rust. Give me more rust. If you're in the game right now and you can hear me, please come and donate me some rust. I deserve it. I've been good. Donate me some rust, please. Or just straight up craft me some rockets and give me rockets. Dashing through the snow in my rusty Chevrolet. Beautiful. No! I need more rust. Do you know what? I've got pipe bombs. Do you know what? Timmy didn't say anything a long time. Timmy's usually lurking. Timmy's professional lurker. How long have we been here? We've been here for an hour and a half. Can you believe it? Doesn't feel like an hour and a half, I'm gonna be real. I need some music. Rust! Thank you guys! You guys are so kind. Thank you for all the rust. I feel whole again. Oh no, I need chem bottles. I will take all the rust I can get. I love the rust. Waiter, waiter, more rust please. In-game as well? Oh hell yeah. Timmy, what a W. Gamers, I'm looking for some chem bottles and I can start my rust economy. Who's hyped for my rust economy? Oh, we got one. We need another one. We got this. We got this. More rockets. More rockets. More rockets. I need more rockets. Rockets are so expensive. This economy. Even Trepidation has experienced inflation. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? We've had Trepidation inflation. The economy is in shambles. Would that be a very silly video to make? Just about Trepidation inflation. The economy of Trepidation is in shambles. We are but ruined. That sounds like quite a funny shitpost. Maybe I should start shitposting on the channel more. You know, I feel like maybe I should start being myself more and ranting about stupid shit that doesn't make any sense. True V moment. I just got an ad about how bad hamburgers are. Sounds about right. To be honest, sounds about right. Some hamburgers, vile. The one I ate yesterday, it tasted like cardiovascular disease. My god. You know when you think, oh, you know, let's order a hamburger. I don't think it's going to be very big, so I'll order the option that they have for a second patty. It was the biggest fucking burger you've ever seen. I thought I was going to have to be rolled out of that restaurant. I was convinced I was going to have to be rolled out of there. I thought, gore blimey, it's the end. It was not the end. I'm still alive, but I certainly feel like I've actually I've eaten the whole cow. God. It was such a... Like, I ate, like, this burger. I thought it was gonna be a small, like, McDonald's-sized burger, so I'm like, oh, I'll just stick a second patty on it and it'll be like a double cheeseburger from McDonald's. I was so wrong. This patty was the size of my hand. And I'm sat there and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I made a serious fucking mistake. So I'm sat there and I'm like, oh no. Oh no, what have I done? So I kind of just had to... I genuinely, I managed to finish it, but my god, I thought I was going to be stuck there for the next year. Guys, I've got 2 rockets. Guys, I've got 2 rockets. Alternate is going to face my wrath. The economy in Trepidation is like the British economy. Well, the British economy is still higher than, like, the US economy, so I think realistically, we're winning. The pound is quite, like, expensive, really, isn't it? Because, like, compared to, like, the US dollar, the pound is still, like, $1 something. Yeah, I think our currency is, like, really high, like, valued. Compared to, like, the average. Yeah, no, I don't know too much about, like, the South African, like, economy. Dollar's like 18 rands now or more. Possibly. If you look at GBP to rands, and I think that's how you'll kind of figure out how you, would you figure out how much the, conversion rate for British pound is? I lost £50. I have not lost £50. I'm gaining. Pounds is in the currency. Our currency is obviously the British pound. V? Yes. Hi. Hello. Forsaken Veronica? No. Sorry. I was existent long before the Forsaken character, I feel. My channel has been up as V since 2023? 2? I think 2022 is when the V channel became the V channel. And then all these games came out with my name, and I sort of ended up in a bit of a limbo where everyone would just presume I was sort of copying. But when you actually look down at my YouTube channel, you'll notice it does date back. It does predecess all of this, and there is videos of me as... Like, and people will be like, oh, well, you just made the channel and recently renamed it. No, this video is dating back to 2023 of me as V, because I am V. I've always been V. But you're on the Twitch side, so you probably won't be able to see for half of that, to be fair. I need to improve the Twitch side. Do bear with me on that front. I'm not familiar with Twitch the way that I am familiar with YouTube, so unfortunately, this stream is, you know, the stream on Twitch seems a little bit barren in comparison to how the YouTube side will look. But I am working on it, I promise. It's just, I don't understand Twitch because I haven't really used it too much. My brother broke that same phone that had no red, so now I can actually see your hair colour. Yeah, it's been red the entire time. It's about similar colour in person as well. I'm sure, oh, whoa, what have I done? Anybody that knows me, like, in person will be able to tell you, like, my hair is this colour in person as well. It's not quite as long as the model. The model's got quite long hair compared to me. But, yeah. I definitely do have this sort of colour in person. I'm just very much rocking shorter. Natural or dyed? It's dyed. Naturally, I'm sort of like a dark blonde with like strawberry. A dark like strawberry blonde. See everything in 0.05 FPS. It could be like an issue with the Twitch side. For me, it's looking okay. Yeah, it says the bitrate is about 6,000 on there. They limit it down with Twitch. They won't let me stream in like 10k bits. Which is what I usually stream in. So I'm just under the presumption that like it's a Twitch issue. I need to, obviously I need to look more into that. That's on my to-do list for tonight as soon as I end stream. I got a big to-do list of things that I'm gonna do. There's a lot I need to catch up on. I mean, I don't even have donations set up for Twitch because I just don't know how it works. Let me think. Oh, no, not again. Hi, Wolfie. Others work just fine. Are we having issues? Wolfie, are you able to tell me whether or not we're having trouble? I might be able to fix it down on the settings menu. I know I have a custom thing here to change it down to 6,000 constant. You're fine. I don't know what's happening then. Obviously I can't change. Could be mobile. Yeah, it's possible it's mobile because I'm streaming at about 6,005. Yeah, it looks fine on my end as well, but it genuinely could be mobile. I don't think I have Twitch on my iPad, or I would have a look at that. But yeah, Wolfie, we're I'm looking at getting some more outfits made for the model. Do you have any ideas? Because I've been writing down bits and pieces in terms of like ideas I've had, but I know you're quite creative, so. Hear the stream sounds. It's weird. I'm not quite sure what that could be. I'm sorry. I'll have a look, see if I can maybe adjust the bitrate. But as of right now, I don't know what it could be. Obviously, it's because it's a split stream as well. I have to funnel it through like my split streaming software just to crank like the Twitch quality right down in bitrates. Because YouTube will go into like 11k bitrate just fine. But as soon as you try and do it on Twitch, it will just absolutely shit itself. First time in a long time I've actually been able to join stream. Hi, Fidek. I'm actually alive for once. I'm getting better. I think that's half the battle. Did I find any rust? I did, and then I never got to see the alternate again. A horse walks into the world. Button just says, hey. No one says yes, please. Get out of here. Blocked. Hi, Fidek. You missed out. We're just talking about bits and pieces at the minute. Earlier I was talking about how I'm gonna do a little bit of a festive stream week as a concept. I need to finalize the concept for it, but that'll probably be announced like tonight or tomorrow. I've got a big list of things I need to do, but I'm also like trying to brainstorm outfit ideas that I'm going to send off for the model. So I'm going to get a couple different outfits made and a couple different... I could probably get some toggles made as well. I've got a couple ideas. But it's a case of like what I can execute, because obviously I can have like bits and pieces. Like I have a couple of them. Like I have the shadows and the bold one and stuff. But I haven't really obviously been able to tweak too much. So I'm definitely going to look into getting more, because I couldn't really think on the spot when I first got the model. So I'm kind of just brainstorming now at the moment. But hopefully, I'll come up with a bunch of stuff, honestly. I'm just kind of gonna... I know that once I kind of get off stream, I'm aiming to hop on Pinterest and scroll like my life depends on it, hoping to find some kind of idea. Let's consider brainstorming a way to run away from the slasher. Let's consider brainstorming a way to ban Fidek. Oh my god, did we get another one? Oh my god, bro! Chill! I haven't even been here 5 minutes yet. Passive stream. Festive. I'm gonna do like a stream week, like a festive one for like the countdown to Christmas. I got it, twin. Don't worry about it. I'm sneaky. So that's what the new V2 would be for, right? No, I'm got the same, it'll be the same model. It would just literally, it's split into segments. So it will just literally be a case of just the outfits will swap out to different bits and pieces. So there'll be, a couple different outfits for different bits and bobs. I'll probably do like a sort of like party outfit for when we're doing like celebratory streams, and I'll do like something like that. I'm thinking maybe like a cozy outfit for when we do like cozy streams, or like more laid back stuff. And then maybe like an adventure one for when we do like storyline games. I blew its head off! Oh my god. Yellow orb thingy lanterns. It's a good idea. I mean, I could do like seasonal stuff as well. I could probably do like a Halloween bit, and I could do like a Christmas bit. Sort of have those year-round toggles that I can just put on as the seasons kind of approach. Maybe like a summer outfit would be fun. I'm busy playing the miss skill checks and cry about it tech. Which, yeah, it's not really great, but I'm trying my best. I'm fighting demons as is. Let me live. What about a witch so we could all scream burn the witch? That's crazy. Some sort of like spring outfit. I mean, I could. I mean, it's definitely an option. I'll have to kind of like brainstorm. I think I'm gonna doom scroll through like Pinterest later on and find like a bunch of fun outfits. I have an idea of like what I want to do for like a party outfit. This maniac hates me, bro. Oh no. The stagger. The stagger! No. like a fairy. I honestly, I was thinking like bat, so I think that'd be fun. Or I was thinking like a cape. So I definitely got like ideas, but I'm not sure. I'll definitely think about it. I don't think I'll make it up there in time. I can definitely try. No. Was your brain restarting for 10 seconds? No, I'm trying my best to sort of like balance everything at once, and I'm fighting my demons right now. Burn the bee, that's insane. No, that's grounds for execution, that. Ice cream flavor? I kind of like anything that's sort of like along the lines of like cookies and cream or like Mooner's shortbread, that sort of stuff. Something caramelly with like chocolatey essence and like bits like that, I suppose. Caramelly with like biscuits or like chocolate and like. The flavor of cookies? No, what they usually do is they usually put like little chunks in, or they'll like sprinkle like the sort of like crushed up bits and pieces. And then they'll put like caramel in. Usually it's more like shortbread type stuff than cookies. But yeah. I don't really like not like nuts, but more like just like caramel and like chocolates and like biscuit. I'd say it's more so biscuit than it is cookie, I suppose, but that's just kind of what they traditionally call it. Cookies and cream is okay. I just don't think it's as nice as like. I've had like millionaire shortbread like, and like millionaire cheesecake like ice cream, and it's been peak. See, I don't like mint. I'm not a fan of mint. Even with like toothpaste, I'm not a fan of it. Like obviously they don't give me toothpaste other than like mint, but I kind of have to fight my demons. I don't like it. It just makes me feel ill. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's for sure. Caramel too sweet. I mean, it depends what kind of caramel you've got. I don't think every bit of caramel is too sweet. I think it's definitely like brand dependent. As a hippie, that's not what I expected. Caramel candy floss and marshmallows are too sweet. I mean, I suppose I don't really think they're that sweet. I think caramel's more like a sort of bittery taste. It's sort of like a bittery sweet, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. After playing Outlast Trials, seeing something that looks like this scares me because I'm so used to seeing like the glass in Outlast Trials, like the stuff that makes the noise, and then like having to panic jump over it. I'm cooked. My mind is cooked. I'm trying to think what else I can do to like the like to-do list I have. Let me think. What else do I really need to do? what does my setup look like? I've got 2 monitors, I've got a keyboard, and then my PC tower's down there. It's nothing startling, honestly. It's just a bit of a mess, really. It's just a very generic kind of setup with a bunch of, like, quirky little tidbits, kind of make it my own. Like, I just have my screens, and then a keyboard. We have a custom setup where you can lay on your bed while playing. I have something similar to that. I can always turn one monitor to my bed, because my bed is like, the foot of my bed is against like the left hand side of my desk. So I very much can like lay in my bed. But yeah, I very much don't need like a laptop. I don't have a laptop, I've just got a desktop. I haven't bought a laptop, I haven't really considered it. But I do mean like, I do have obviously, my monitors are on arms, so I can just fit one over my head. As long as I'm okay with coping with a single monitor setup. I can usually just like take my controller to my bed for when I'm not very well. And then I'll just kind of work from there. I did that a lot with the Nosferatu grind for Forsaken, because obviously the Nosferatu grind is so unfair. It's ridiculous, and I quite rightly said that in my video about that. It was a really stupid grind, and I think it was really unfair to people who like play the game casually or have like disabilities, or just have like a life. If you can't no life on a game 24/7, then you're not gonna get like the ability to play Nosferatu. It kind of screws over people like who have like illnesses that prevent you from like sitting at your desk and stuff, or like they can, you know, cause you various issues. But like, it sucks. They made the Halloween economy really unbalanced, and that's something I kind of stand by. And I've said that many a time. But yeah, you know, that's something I'll dig into more when I get back onto like Forsaken streams. Today is Treppy Day. I love Treppy. Treppy is peak. I've played too much Maniac in my time. I think it's time to branch out. I think it's time to go, gonna go to sleep now. Okay, no worries. Thanks for coming along anyway. I hope you enjoyed the madness. We should go back to Necron. I feel like I haven't, quite mastered her yet. Bob? I can try it. A leather jacket would be cool. I don't have any, like, idea of a blob build. But I'll do it. I mean, I'm not afraid to play blob. Blobbit. Blobbington. Blobberoni. I'll probably stick around for like one more slasher game. And then I'll probably go and get some other behind the scenes sort of stuff worked on. Because my brain's starting to turn to mush now. I'll definitely give, like, Blob a go, though. I haven't really played Blob before, so... I'll do it. I mean... Atomic Heart, I mean, I can definitely try that, yeah. I'll put that in. Remind me at the end of this round, and I will definitely, like, do that. Or remind me whenever I get back to lobby, rather. Because knowing me, I'm probably gonna die first. No, no, Fidek. I'm not falling for this. Never had a blob game that wasn't exhilarating and fun. I fear that unfortunately I get bullied by the high levels. Whoa, brute, whoa, chill. Chill, dude. Oh my god, the shelf. The shelves are sabotaging me, guys. Can we cancel these shelves? I'm taking this to Twitter. I think Blob is watching me. Oh, why now? No, it was not another one of those types of jokes. Blob, when Blob leaves these sort of like puddles of sludge around the map. So I'm not. No. I'm not. It'll look like that. What's that one country that does the censorship? Like that. What's that one country that does the censorship like that? Because China, yeah. Why? Why, bro? Like, what is this? That's worse. No, there's a brute. Mama, a brute behind you. I don't know why they didn't go for like green, like radioactive. Oh god, that door's gone. Oh god, that door's not gonna save me. Oh no. Oh my god. I'm flying. I'm yawning now. Yeah, avoid censorship. Fair enough, to be honest. My goodness. But yeah, I need to definitely, like, I'm planning on looking into sort of, like, stuff for the Twitch side as well. I know there's, like, bots you can interact with and stuff and play little games on. And I know there's, like, audio things you can redeem, and I do want to look into those as well. Redeems to interact with the community? Hell yeah. I need to look into how that works though, because I don't get it. Right, skins. We're gonna go... No. We're gonna go with the green one. We slime. Okay, atomic heart, there we go. I don't know what the references are too much. I'm not too familiar with the references. It could be, it could not be. I don't know. Atomic heart attack. Sounds about right, to be fair. I'm yawning like crazy, bro. That's my bedtime. I've got a rifle that I'm probably never gonna use. Balls was an what? An album disguised as a game. My brain's just shut off, can you tell? Stealing your fridge with all your snacks in it. There's nothing in my fridge at the minute, I'm gonna be real. My fridge is looking barren. I'm hungry, bro. Apparently Peter went after the horse game. Jesus Christ. Peter, but instead of focusing on animal welfare, they go after stupid, like, games. No! I forgot there was a door there. No, no, no! Man. You some food, brokey. I'm not that broke, bro. I'm fine, I just haven't been shopping in a minute. You trying to do push-ups like, oh, that's crazy. Crazy work. All I ever get is slander these days. There's a routine where you can throw stuff. I need that. Do you know where I can find that? Can you link me that? I want tomatoes immediately. If you're ever tired, make sure to drink 5 energy drinks. You'll never be tired again. I'm okay. I think that would just put me to sleep. Oh. Thank you, twin. I'm being healed, guys. It's the 16th? No. No, I disagree. 1,000 milligrams of caffeine? Are you trying to kill me? Is this a plot to kill me off? Damn. I probably will have a monster, like, after stream. Right, it'll be a necked up bet. Hell yeah. If you know where I can find like the audio stuff as well, or if you want to send me anything else you can like suggest for the Twitch side, let me know. I'm gonna work on it tonight. I got so much to fix, so much to do, so much to sort, so much to see. But yeah, I got like, I'm trying to work on it as best I can. But obviously, you know, I fight demons. What do you mean you've tried it and you've lived? Bro. I wouldn't quite survive that much, but I have done like 3 monsters in one go. The only thing is, I'm ADHD brain, so unfortunately, caffeine just puts me right to sleep. I just kinda get sleepy. The Spydeck is my #1 bully. Are we surprised? This is AI Dusaka because the real one died in a caffeine accident. Crazy. A caffeine incident of 87. I'm cooked. I'm dead. I'm falling asleep as we speak. Why? I don't know. I'm probably dehydrated. I cast high caffeine content. That is just a death sentence. Are you trying to kill me off? Oh, and let me change my username for my father's name because I made this email in like 2009. Oh my goodness. Hi guys, hello. Welcome to the absolute nut house that is my channel, to be fair. What am I even doing here anymore? Where am I? What is this place? Is this the end? Custom objects? I need the tomato. I need the tomatoes at once. This content you're watching is never going to be high caffeine. Because I'm just... Yeah, you're feeling so bad. I'm not even doing the skill checks. They don't really make much difference. So it's not really like a point. I'm gonna bleed out before anyone gets me. Allergic reaction to virtual tomatoes is wild. Because yawn. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I'm not yawning. You're yawning. But yeah, I don't know what else to add in terms of like Twitch stuff. Like, I don't know too much about like the integrations and such that they have, but I definitely like, I want to look into it. I want to make it better on that side because they probably have like stuff for like both platforms, but I just don't know what I'm looking for. Like, or like rather what I'm trying to fix. Dump water? Oh my god, that's great. I need that at once. Try to think, what else have we got? I wanna do like audio stuff, like the audio stuff that you can redeem. I don't know how to even set up like the dono side of things on there. There's not like a blatant button that says like dono's here or anything like that, so we're just gonna have to have a case of like figuring it out. Tits. I'll definitely like have a Google and see what I can find. Hopefully I'll find something. Is it just the Twitch side that it works on? Why don't I go bully the slasher? Because inevitably that will be my death. That's like death speedrun. But yeah, no, I probably like look into like all sorts of like integration stuff. See what I can do. I'll probably do like a big deep dive over the next couple of days. I want to put stupid shit all over. Go bully the editors. The editors are in their graves. I think they've all been shot dead. I'm gonna be real. I've been editing most of my stuff myself recently. Where's the RNS video? I don't know! Why are all the brute planes out today? Get these brutes out of here. I don't want to deal with you, bro. No! Get off me! Stream avatars? I'll have to look at that. I'm thinking about- They're telling you to sleep, that's crazy. I'm looking at doing some kind of autoresponder to deal with the fact that like every single stream Twitch only. I definitely I like how I'll Twitch subscriber only. I can see. I don't have like subscribers enabled or anything, I don't think. I don't think you can subscribe to my Twitch. I don't know how to set that up. I don't know how that works. I think the main issue is like chargeback stuff and like having insurance on that sort of stuff. Which I mean is not a problem for me, because I'll sort of have to look. Can I get some peace and quiet for this bloody slasher? I'm not rebooting! Let's see what has mods. Custom characters can be silly references. Yeah, I probably will do some sort of like silly bits and pieces. I know I kind of want to. I've been trying to set up at the minute. I'm trying to figure out how to do an autoresponder because like I cannot go a single stream without having like 100 people misgendering me in the chat and being really hateful. And I'm just sat here like, guys. Also works on YouTube? Hell yeah. But yeah, I need to find some kind of way to set up an auto-response to deal with that kind of problem because it just keeps getting on my nerves. But it will kind of end up in a- it always ends up in a situation where it just kind of kills my mood. Because no matter how many times I correct it, people are just really disrespectful recently. So unfortunately it's something I'm gonna have to- I didn't think I'd have to set up an auto-responder for something as trivial as that, but unfortunately. I'm fighting demons. We'll fight bosses and battle each other in stream mode. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Bro, what do you have against me? Yeah, if you just drop me, like, the link to all this stuff, like... I definitely, like, I'll incorporate it all eventually. I got plenty of, like, bits and pieces I can definitely, like, work on, so it's not gonna be a problem, per se. Their mums make sandwiches at 3 in the morning. Well, I don't even really eat sandwiches that often, and my mum doesn't even live in the same house as me, so I don't think that would work. Yeah, I think that would happen. But, you know, sandwich hater. I'm not a sandwich hater, I just don't really go... they're not something I go for unless I'm, like, out and about and I'm, like, buying a meal deal. Anyways, another thing is the fishing thing. Oh, hell yeah, what's this? Send me it. Send me all of them. Like, as much as you can think of, like, send me them. Redeem it and fish something? Yeah, I've seen, like, things in the... I've seen things in, like, the, Twitch chats and stuff before where you can, like, run little commands and, like, do little, like, economy stuff in the background. But yeah, it's something I'm definitely gonna look into. I think... yeah, a bunch of stuff I'm gonna look into, but, yeah, I am gonna end off the stream here for today. I am slowly growing more and more tired. It's closing in on 9 o'clock, you see. And I'm exhausted, quite frankly. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a quick and sort of quiet one, really. But yeah, I've had fun. I will see you guys in the future for the, you know, upcoming streams. I should hopefully be back on Friday for definite, and maybe even sooner depending on what I end up doing. But yeah, that's gonna be all from me for today. Thank you all for coming along. I'll be in the Discord if anyone wants to join. Links in the description as always. I'll be yapping on over there and sorting things out. But yeah, that's all from me for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!